welcome back to another exciting week, another video, another banger. This time I'm taking you right back to the beginning. Maybe when you was a child, the first curry you ever had was a chicken tikka masala. Now I know obviously this curry is very, very mild. Some may not even consider it curry, but it is a curry and it's a really nice curry. And that's what I'm going to be cooking for you today. Anyway, thanks for all the viewers that watched my last video, the chicken naga fowl. In less than 2 weeks it's racked over 60,000 views. It's gone like mini viral and I'm really happy about that. John, my buddy, was a good sport. He reports back the day after that he's feeling okay, but his rear end felt like a Ferrari F40 travelling down the slow lane of the motorway. I think you catch the drift. Anyway, if you didn't see that video, here's a little clip. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot. Oh my god, it's so hot. It's burning my ears, to be honest. Listen, I've made a naga curry, a fowl naga tikka, and I can't actually eat it. I mean, I just tried a little bit and I just feel like I've just lost my fertility. This guy's got asbestos smell for me. It's free. It's free. It was fun making that video, but I can't say I will eat that curry. Although I would say if you took the naga and the chili powder down, it's a really tasty curry, so give it a go. Let me know what you think in the comments description box below. I'll be leaving all links in the description box below for things I tell you about today. But anyway, let's crack on with today's video. I usually have a beer from my perfect draft machine, but my keg has run dry. I haven't reloaded it with my next one. I'm going to be doing that at the weekend, but I've just dug out from my fridge a nice bottle of Erdinger. This is a beautiful beer, Bavarian, lovely flavour, and goes down really well. I'll show you how to pour a pint. That's it, you need nucleated glasses, so you get that lovely froth. If the froth is too much, you just slow down the pour. Here we go, a little bit more. That's it, look at all that lovely frothy goodness. Start to straighten the glass up. Actually, I think that's a foul. But anyway, cheers my people. Cut! No, let's just keep rolling. Lucky I don't do outtakes, innit? No, ain't got time for that, can't be bothered. A little bit of beer in the curry. Right, so let's crack on with the ingredients. Right, I really want to stress about the chicken tikka. Now, if your chicken tikka is terrible, your chicken tikka masala ain't going to be much better. You want to make a chicken tikka that has that oh my god factor. You know, the ones when you're in the restaurant, you order a chicken tikka starter and you taste it and you're, oh my god, that's like so good. What are they marinating this in? Well, this is that chicken tikka. I've had hundreds of tikka starters over the years. Some of them, at worst, they're bland. It looks like they just dip them in some colouring. Not much taste. Some of them are okay. A lot of mediocre. And then you get those wow ones, you know, when the chefs give a damn. Well, this is that chicken tikka. I'll be leaving one of those little video cards popping up on your screen so you can try this recipe out for yourself. Cook it on the barbecue or a tandoor if you're lucky enough to have one for that extra flame grilled taste. Right, cracking on with the spices. So I have half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of beautiful vibrant red Kashmiri chilli powder. We're using this for the red colour, not for the heat. I have a teaspoon of salt, but salt to taste. And here I must stress to use coconut milk powder. Now you can use coconut flour, not desiccated coconut flour, but it's slightly more grainy, it doesn't dissolve as well. But the coconut milk powder gives you a lovely sweet coconutty taste, and we have 3 tablespoons of that. I have a teaspoon of tandoori masala powder, half a tablespoon of garlic ginger paste. This is 50-50. Now remember, chicken tikka masala is a sweet curry, so you can't get away from the fact you're going to need 3 tablespoons of sugar. If the curry at the end is too sweet for you, just tone it down a bit to your taste. Here I have a teaspoon and a half of Owl's mixed powder, best mixed powder on the market, what they use in Indian restaurants. I'll leave a link in the description box below, or a pop-up card. You've got to make this mixed powder. Basically it replaces curry powder. It's going to get your curries tasting magic. Here I've cracked 2 cardamom pods. They're cracked so the flavours can come out, but you don't want the pods to come out. You get a bit of grit in your tooth. Right, I've got 3 tablespoons of Cerio tomato puree mixed with some water here, just so it pours into the curry nice. And we're going to be using 50 to 75 ml of single cream. Don't want to overdo it on the cream. To garnish, I've just chopped some fresh coriander. So right, let's fire up my little cooker. Right, if you have one of these indoor burners, I want you to be really careful with it. I'm using butane gas, not propane. All my doors and windows are open, so it's nice and safe. So once your pan's warm, we want to start up by warming through some vegetable oil. Once this is warmed through, I want you to first of all put in your ginger and garlic paste. Using the back of the spoon, roll that round the pan. You want to cook out the rawness of the ginger and the garlic, yeah? Right, now unusually, we're going to add the tomato mix now, and we're going to cook that out. We're going to cook out all those acidic flavours that you get from the tomatoes. That's not unusual. Right, so in goes the tomato. There you go. Cook that right out. Mellow those lovely flavours before we infuse those with the spices. Now, Tikka Masala was probably the first curries that I used to eat as a child. You know, Mum would buy either the frozen ones or the boil in a bag type, or get the jarred sauces. You know, Tikka Masala, everyone, Tikka Masala, kids. And we were like, yeah, Tikka Masala. Obviously, we didn't have tikka chicken in it. We just have like plain chicken. It was all about that lovely gravy. But now we're a little more sophisticated and we're cooking our own curries at home. I mean, it's chalk and cheese, the outcome. And these will be much more satisfying. So give that around a minute. So I'm back to my old frying pan, my shallow sided, no reason. Right, so once we've mellowed out our tomatoes, we're going to go in with the spices. So I'm going to put in the Kashmiri, the mixed powder, the Tandoori masala, the cardamom pods. Actually, the cardamom pods should have gone in at the oil stage, but it doesn't matter. That's it, fry those out, and then you're going to thicken right up. And now it smells like a curry. Right, so we're going to cook those spices out for up to a minute. If you don't cook your spices out, it's going to taste gritty. So cook those out. A bit cloudy that, isn't it? I tell you, there's so much satisfaction from cooking your own BIR, that's British Indian Restaurant style curries. I mean, you feel like a little chef in your own kitchen. No longer you're held to ransom to order those dodgy takeaways. You know, you can see what you're putting in this, you can source your own ingredients, you can adjust it to your liking, and they taste amazing. Right, so now we've got our base cooked out, I will be adding 2 ladles of base gravy. I'll give you a wonderful base gravy recipe, again in the description box. or a pop-up card. Right, so gently work that through that thick tomato base. Really doesn't take long, and this isn't hard. I mean, if I can do this, you can do this. You know, I'm not that smart. Or maybe I'm smart and I'm bluffing. But that doesn't matter. What matters is, can you make your own tikka masala? Right, so now what you want to do is dissolve the milk powder in. And the sugar. That's it, and you want to make sure you really do dissolve the milk powder. You don't know lumps. But also, I've noticed that this milk powder, it gives curries a lovely consistency. It changes the consistency of the curry. It makes it nice and smooth and velvety. Smells lovely. So just keep working it, get those lumps out, turn it in. It's not so important in this curry as in other video tutorials to caramelise the gravy, because obviously the coconut milk powder and the sugar adds to the sweetness. Right, so that's that done, and now we're going to add in our wonderful, amazing 5-star chicken tikka. And remember, the chicken tikka, the way it's been marinated and cooked, is going to add its own flavours and impart all those lovely spices and a slight bit of smokiness that it got from the tandoor or the barbecue. Just going to break down some of the chicken. What we want to do now is add in our cream. And I want to add in around 50 to 75 ml. I'm not going to measure that out. That'll do. And just turn that into the curry. And again, this is about body and texture and giving you that tikka masala signature. I mean, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Right, I'm just going to give it a quick taste before I add my salt. Here we go. Amazing. That is amazing. Right, we're adding the salt just to balance out the flavours. When you add salt to anything with tomato in it, it really brings out the flavour of the tomato. Have you ever added a pinch of salt to a slice of tomato? It does wonderful things, doesn't it? Just before the end, last but not least, our tiny amount of garam masala. This is really going to lift this tikka masala to that next level. Right at the end, semi-raw, lovely and fresh, aromatic. That's it, turn those flavours in. I think that's ready to play up. What do you think? Let's go for it. Let's put the chicken in first. Put it in the centre. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add as much gravy as we need, rather than sink all that chicken into an abyss of sauce. There we go. And then just add some gravy. This is like an adult version, isn't it? I mean, obviously you can use as much sauce as you wish. Spoon in and just go around in a circle like that. With coriander all around the dish. Going clockwise or anti-clockwise. A little bit here. Get that presentation going on. Really get that thing dressed up like it's going for a night out. I think that looks amazing. I mean, I don't even want to eat this because it looks so good, to be honest. Let's put another little bit of pinch there. I mean, that is just like, that looks amazing. So now it's time for the all important taste test. Dig into that tikka. Oh my days, that is proper good. Oh, Kelly LeBrock. Oh, I'm telling you something. I mean, you need to get some chips dunked in this. Chapati, naan bread, some rice. That is an absolute amazing curry. If you've enjoyed watching this episode of Al's Kitchen and you want to see more, press subscribe or you might lose this video and never see me ever again. Maybe that's your wish, who knows. If you're not one of those guys, meanies, press subscribe, like the video, helps with the channel, helps other people discover me. But as usual, I've enjoyed making this video. I'll see you really soon. I'm out and I'm out of here.